read them. Alright. A hole in the wall. Couldn't have been me, seeing the direction of the spackle protrudes, the noisy neighbors, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. Peering inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. It's too late. My retina's already scorched and a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Huh. Alright, person asked for feedback. It was, a lot deeper than I expected. Popular, that's a lot of poems we're putting in. It's on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. Inspiration behind this one. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say some kind of epiphany recently influenced my poems a bit. Epiphany? Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain is too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something written down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. So that'd be advice for the day. Thanks for listening. That's good. Exactly. It's like we're starting to get there. Okay, who do we want to read the poem of next? Natsuki, Sayori, or Yuri? I'm not sure if I'm butchering these names or not. So who do we want to read next, Megasaurus? I know you're in there. I know you're in the chat. Give a sec for the stream to catch up with her. Yuri. Okay, we'll read Yuri's poem next. Reads the poem. I notice her eyes lighten up. Yay! She liked it. Yes. Hit. Do anything wrong, Yuri? That's you're right. You're so nervous for. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, it's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Stares at me blankly and looks at the poem again. I just mean, tails off, unable to find an excuse along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down even more thoroughly. Reason I was able to tell. Those are just usually typical of new writers. I've been through that myself, kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing is recognized in new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once she finds her train of thought, her demeanor is totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert, of course. That's something you can be blamed for. Usually different skills and techniques that go into writing a poem, not just to find them in the building, blah blah blah. Challenge them apart. Might take you some time to actually come from practice, learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valued feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Never mind, she talked about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. Me or Natsaki, if I read your poem now. Love to share my thoughts, process behind it. So I'll streamily opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. Last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air out of the present by living in the past. The lights flicker. I flicker back. I like that. Handwriting. What? Oh. Read it. Ah. Read scriptive very often. It's pretty. Aw. So I like the poem, even though it's short. It's really descriptive. Alright, longer poems? No, not at all. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts? Story isn't about ghosts at all, Viking. Duh. So you don't get a chance overall after that. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experience in their own works. Should you do more than tell simple stories or paint pictures? In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remains of place and comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's not more solemn putting it away. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Nothing really. It's impressive too, so probably learn a thing or two from you. So, yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, and I ended up enjoying it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Viking. Me too. I'm going to do my best for me too. Apparently Natsuki is going to be the one who's a little bit more judgmental. So let's go for Sayori first. Yay! Yep. It's not that good. Kind of guy who's writing poems, spare time. Trust me, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously at all. Wrote this one reminds me of how you're really part of the club now, not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Of course, I was really forget. Need to break my promise. See. Can I just read her poem? People, thank you. My motives here. Then again, the reason I joined. Sir and all. Yeah. It's fun here, okay. Thank you. Oh, let's see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, why do you glow through my blinds in the morning? It makes me feel like you missed me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I want breakfast, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is just, I guess, but I'm wanting to write this. She totally did. Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. It's not, it makes me feel a bit better about myself. Say it's a bad poem, it came out nice, or how should I put it? It's just like you. Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late for school. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was too much fun. Minoki's the best. Yeah. I won't forget. Glad to write best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. So I guess we only have one left, Natsuki. So let's see what Natsuki has to say. Take it close seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. Actually put effort into this. I'm not a writer. I did put in effort. So proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Ha! Painful to think about. Way to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Well, it's very minimalist. Yeah. It's kind of direct to the point. I kind of like it. It's all kind of had like dark tones to them, though. I don't know. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously, but isn't that the point of the poem, for everyone to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make a message any less valid. Just read. It's hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you doing your great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. So about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Set up the rhyme at the end, but it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps to bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean to be a pro. I guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old she is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. So everyone looks around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. Everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if it's just being nice. Knowing my poems will stand to this. Let her come after all. Natsuki. Don't watch each of them in their expressive change. For frustration. Meanwhile, Gary smiles sadly. Something. It's nothing. And it's fancy. Yours is cute. Similar or something. I clear it. Tell me about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Something nice. Well then. Sessions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Also did, by the way. On that, I would gladly suggestions of my own. First of all, appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. A cat fight in the classroom. Is your oh my. Oh my. That's not what you're just supposed. Well, it's my advice more than he appreciates yours. This is what, you know what? This is what happens when you throw a boy or even a girl into a group of men or a man into a group of women. Shit, more advice more. Got full of yourself. I know if I'm just full of myself, I would just really go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Vikings started showing up. Oh my. I know you're fine, but it's a little different, Megasaurus. Suki, it's a little... Viking, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, it wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poem so convoluted for no reason? The meaning is to jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Viking. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language, and that's the only way to convey complex feelings that means the most effectively. What have I gotten myself into here, by the way? So that's right, Viking. Yep. I'm going to agree with Yuri because I do like more complex writing, personally, so... I liked your poem. Wait. Excuse for you to be so mean. You should pick fights because someone's opinion is different. Yes, it is. My poem seriously. Very, serious temperature. It's not that I was impressed. But here's the thing, no matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feeling into it, and it's become something really personal. Suki feels threatened whenever you said her poem was cute. See, I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Doki, you took it too far. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. And what I did, it was her that... It's enough. Both of you said some things she didn't mean. Yuri apologized. You think you should too. finished at the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at the point of being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. Ended up feeling bad for her. Something when I'm hurt. So I need to take a walk and clear my head. Shiori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. Sorry for having to look at all your faces right now. The warning Sugi snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem in her hand and throws it in the trash. Oh dear. It's the room, Yuri, chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. Turns chair. Right. Acted like that. I've gotten frustrated after being treated like that. You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Yay! One more thing. Said. Never do anything so shameful, so... Oh lord. Tea. Good idea. Well, this was an exciting meeting of the literature club, or literary club. I'll give it that. Just to leave. Sharing poems. It was fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Yeah. Whether it's awesome case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Myself, I learn more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Viking, ready to walk home. Let's go, Shiori. So much time together, I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Happened earlier. Yuri and Natsuki. This kind of thing happen often. No. It's the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. And see what's going to make good friends with you. If you know, Viking, it's nice to get to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone likes it. That's... it's going to be much more fun. Sigh. But it still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but it doesn't really need to stop there. Oh. Not more to myself than her, but easy to use, very as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so probably going to be another poem. Yep, 20 words. Here we go. Graveyard. Frightening. Dark. Destiny. Love. Pure. Philosophy. Horror. Scars. That's disturbing. Covet. Climax. I'm gonna pick Climax every time it comes up because Megasaurus recommended it. Massacre. Existence. Pleasure. Infinite. Pink. Because I like pink. Depression. It still wears me out that the negative words also sometimes get her. She seems so happy. Death. Captive. And Heaven Sent. Day passes, it's time for the club meeting already. It's gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. After the club, usual scenes, greetings. Hi, Viking. Sure in a good mood today. Hee hee. Club, that's all. See. Rude, but I guess always simple things. Speaking of which, kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. You know, I have my reasons. Your purse. Just take a look at it. Coin purse. Sound comes from the dust. 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. You either are not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you just planned on conveniently forgetting that you spent all of your money and have me lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, so that only leaves one option. I'm a detective? Sort of feeling right. Suddenly giggles. No, she's listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Listening or anything, something in my book. Yuri, tell Viking to let me borrow some money. Aren't involved in that. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just say I didn't mean that? Sort of my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. With that, right though, it's bad and accept the revolution. Retribution. Ugh. Yuri is mind-boggling. I guess there's a little devil inside of us as all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Yuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me for the club before she even told me. Who would come if you weren't for the cupcakes? So, tricked Natsuki into making them. Recorded that. Whap. What? What? It's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Is that a miracle? Because I paid... See, they're all having fun. This is fun. Rabbit tears up the wrapper and takes a big bite. For her mouth. Tongue. Cookie. It's a bite of her own cookie. Cookie. Try it. Fingers can't be chooser. Gave you that one. Fine. Seat. Sorry. Arms around her. Get it. Cookie's still in hand. Reaches. Takes a bite of Cookie's cookie. Oh, I wonder where Minoki is. Question, have you heard anything from her late today? Not me. Of course she's okay, she probably just had something to do today. For proper after all. You think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised, probably more desirable than all of us combined. It's true. Excuse me. See, she was just running behind. Wait. Weird or anything. This is the club over her boyfriend after all. You're strong-willed. Boyfriend, what on earth are you talking about? He quizzically glances at me. Anyway. Well. To be honest, I kind of just got lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. Belle, at least, must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Or you played music as well. Not really, I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. I used to play the piano. So, like, I know some of the poems have been a little dark so far. It still hasn't really gotten into what I would consider horror. It's cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, you down, Viking. Rookie smiles sweetly. Any pressure or anything like that? Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Is anything did I? No, not really. Leave out various mischievous escapades. I'm sure Doki will end up complaining to her anyway. Everyone's already settled down. Sakuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back in her book, and Natsuki disappears in the closet. Why is she always in the closet? From the one we were reading together. You're up. No, it's kind of waiting for you. Oh, well, if that's the case, why don't you go ahead and get started? After request, do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. I love tea. So as well, Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow, which... She uses a small water pitcher from the shelf. Pitcher, so fetches an electric kettle. Plug this in the teacher's desk. Get some water. Kettle down the teacher's desk. Simply watch her movements. Surprised she was very accustomed to her speaking mannerisms. Through a long light, she appears elegant and methodical. Pitcher of water. Thanks. I'll be right back. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. I'm going for a walk. Tea, so I realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Minoki. Just filling the water pitcher. Bit curious. Kind of one-person job, isn't it? That's your own business for once. Oh my! Something wrong with helping involve activities. Ah. That's weird. Holly suddenly... It's the wall. Spoke without thinking. This is like that. Yuri... Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but I was also not right from a Minoki to judge people like that when I do something bad. So nice to me because, uh-oh, you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. You hate me so much for... Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Oh, I always like how in these games, like from what, like dating sims and stuff, half the time your character's completely fucking oblivious. Just say, Sirhead, Viking, I really like being friends with you. Aha, thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I do my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Nearest water fountain, should fill the water pitcher, return to the classroom. See? Simple. Yeah. Degrees. Really do this properly, don't you? Of course, you should do anything less when making teas for others, even if you're not an expert on tea or anything. Guess you'll only have it be even more impressed. It's fair enough. So measure out the tea leaves. Surprised she starts humming a little to herself. She in a good mood. So, show, and you notice. Same thing. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around anyways. Oh, that's cute. Yourself too much. Always worrying about me, Viking. It's very endearing. That's... I wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. I have a request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? A little easier on my back. I can read with my back against a wall rather than bending over my desk. Realize, no worries. My back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Because she's got bips. Is that so? Wonder why that is. Because of your posture, right? Always hunched over reading? Yes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why I should sit on the floor. Fair enough. Go ahead and get the book. Just look for my bag. I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies I kept hidden from... Yep. Take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Sit against the wall, tea keeps on our sides. Assume the reading position as last time, each holding half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Slides closer now, our shoulders are touching. Focus on reading like this. That's kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. So my teacup, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Shares her intense reading expression, and she only presumes the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Manage to relax a little. Between my legs, fumble with the chocolate wrappers. Finish opening the wrapper. That's okay. I don't want any. Sure. Well, touch it, then I might smudge pages. Right. Think about the tea. My bad. I'll hold the book. Okay. Sure. Of course. There's the book with both hands. Holds it so I don't have any return from it, but as a result, her left arm on top of my leg. Well, in that case, for reading, I take a chocolate candy, pop it in her mouth. Fury. Let's even look away from the book. It's her lips. That means I can't stop her. Chocolate in her mouth. Just like that. Here he closes the lips over it. Ha! Did I just... Viking, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. That's, well... You were just helping. It's something that friends do, right? This is a weird conversation that's happening so far. Flex butt. Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. You don't need to stop or anything. I see. Just get focused now. Take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes. Come to this. Following with the rhythm of her breath. Raise my arm and it's different this time. Takes the chocolate, places it in her mouth. Yep, it certainly does.